And we are doing a little cooking right now with Made with Love Delectable Edibles. Alexandra and Colin joining us right here in the studio, and they've got things all organized. We're actually going to be really cooking.
We're going to be really cooking.
We're really going to be cooking.
Really cooking. I said, oh, can I take a peek and see? Because I thought they must have already started something. Can I touch this? No, it's pretty hot. There's nothing in it, though. The pan is just hot.
We've got the lid off the pot,
okay.
off the pot now. And now we're going to put some oil in it.
Okay, that's always a good start.
So what we're doing today is we're doing an alphabet soup with one of our products, our alphabet soup.
That makes it easy.
All I've done is I've added some olive oil to the pan, and now I'm going to brown some
sizzly.
Some chicken. I have about a cup of chicken in here.
I can stir. Want me to
stir?
Stir. I could be useful. I'll try not to splash too much. Okay, so some basic chicken. Is this like 1 or 2 chicken breasts, or how much would this be?
This was just one.
Just one chicken breast? Okay.
One chicken breast.
Okay.
And this is just going to add a bit of body and flavor and whatnot to the soup. And chicken. Everyone likes chicken.
Everybody likes chicken.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not super tiny pieces or anything. You didn't,
No, I didn't work too hard. Yeah, I didn't work too hard at it.
Okay, very nice. Get my spoon out of the way there.
And I guess while I'm doing that, I should be opening up my package, because this is really basically simple. It's just cook chicken, add water, and then add the soup and cook the soup. And then we're going to work on a couple of different variations you can do to funk it up, to get more of
spice it up.
Yeah, to get a bit of that Southeast Asian Thai type of flavor to it.
And so you can just purchase these pretty much anywhere throughout the city, or very specific locations?
There's a few specific locations in Kamloops. All the Cooper stores carry it. Heartland Foods, the Smorgasbord Deli, and yeah. So there's lots of places where you can get it, and it's really awesome.
Everybody who's far afoot, because I know this show goes out on satellite, all of our products now are on Etsy. So if you haven't checked out Etsy.com, it's an amazing handmade marketplace.
Oh, that's cool.
Everything there is handmade all over the globe. So www.etsy.com, and then you would, for us, do /shop/Earth Market, all one word.
Okay. And probably if you Google it, Made with Love Delectable Edibles, you'll probably find it as well.
Yeah.
It's starting to smell really good in here, just with the chicken and with what you're cutting there.
This is fresh cilantro. So what we're going to do here is the topping. We're going to take this really traditional sort of chicken alphabet soup and make it more kind of Thai, a little bit zingy, sort of fusion flavor.
So a basic meal, and then kind of making it even better. So the chicken was cooked. That's quick.
That's pretty quick.
And you just added about, how much water did you add to that?
There was about 6 cups of water.
About 6 cups of water. Okay.
So this makes quite a bit of soup. Like, it's slated to serve 2 is what we add, but it's 2 to 4 really. You can easily do like four entree servings out of it. And
it's a nice meal for like a day like today and yesterday, where it's so cold, and it kind of feels like we should be done winter, but we're not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to add the soup mix to it, and then what we want to do is we're going to bring it to a hard boil, both to cook the lentils and the pasta and that sort of thing. And also it will help thicken the soup off as well too. You notice we don't have the lid on it, and that way it will reduce a bit more from letting it steam off.
Okay, so you said there's lentils in there, there's obviously the pasta for the alphabet part of it. What else would be in there? It smells quite good.
There's vegetables, there's kaffir lime, lots of really nice sliced garlic and peppers and that sort of thing as well too.
Okay. Very nice.
So your whole spice mix and broth is everything in the package. So all you're doing really to make the soup is you can add some meat and then put your soup and water in, and you're good to go.
Okay, so you don't have to add anything extra.
No, the recipe is all right on the soup package as well. But what we like to do is take these magic meals, we call them, and then make them something super gourmet, like the type of food that you can serve at a dinner party with nothing more than the ready-to-go mix and a few really simple garnishes. So that's what I'm going to show you over here.
Very cool. Okay, so we're going to let this cook a little bit. How long should it cook for? Maybe like 15 minutes?
I think it's 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
You bring it to a nice hard boil, and then it really cooks down. The pasta gets nicely cooked, and you evaporate a little bit more of the moisture. So you want to cook it hard at a boil for about 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and show you how to garnish it.
Okay, that sounds good, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to let that cook for a little bit, and then we're going to come back to the kitchen, and we'll see how things are going, and we'll spice things up. We're going to be back in just a moment here on Midday. We are back in the midday kitchen with Made with Love delectable edibles. We've got Alexandra and Colin joining us, and they have been cooking away. Well, actually, they've just been watching the pot boil, honestly. If you can lift that up for us, Alexandra, you can see what's been going on, all those spices. It really is starting to come together. You can smell it. And I thought there was a bay leaf in there, but you said that's not a bay leaf.
That's kaffir lime. Kaffir lime is a Thai spice. It's sweet and a little bit limey. It adds really nice fragrant sort of aroma and taste to different things that we cook.
That's
so
very
we
cool.
do use that kaffir lime in the alphabet soup mix. So if we were to serve it right like this, you saw that really hard boil. So that is super important. And we want it to boil really hard like that just to sort of cook the soup, but also to thicken up the broth as it goes. Colin does this guy in our kids' thermoses a lot, just with the chicken and the alphabets.
So cook it up the night before, then put in their thermoses in the morning.
No,
Do you do it the night before?
I just get up in the morning and throw it on the stove, and
Oh, so it's
done.
super hot when,
Yeah.
and fresh when,
Yeah.
when you're pouring into the thermoses.
Yeah, it's done.
Now, would you take out those leaves?
Nope.
No, leave them in?
You don't actually eat the kaffir lime leaves. If you're familiar with Thai cooking, I mean, they won't hurt you, but they're tough. They're like a bay leaf, so there's something that
So you could
kind
probably
of,
take them out then?
yeah, you just sort of avoid them or don't serve them or
Don't
take them
serve
out.
Okay. Okay. So this would be perfect if we were serving it to the kids for a family meal. You can see it's boiled down a little bit. You're going to serve some up here.
I am. And the other thing that you're going to find with this soup mix is right like it is, it tastes kind of like a chicken noodle soup. It's got really sort of mild flavors and it's quite lovely. I'm going to get that guy over here. And I'll give you some of this to taste if you want. We
Oh,
might
okay, sure.
Probably let it cool down for a few minutes.
It looks really, really hot.
Very, very
It's
hot.
pretty
Very,
hot
very
right
hot.
now. Yeah, it's looking good though.
Looks very nice. Okay, so if we were going to take this, yeah.
there, because I bet you Marcel can get a much better picture if I'm not putting it on an angle.
Okay, so then if we were
that-
going to do something a little bit different, make it like for a dinner party or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So
What are
I've
those
got-
steps?
We're actually going to add some Thai flavoring to it to really sort of bring that out, a little bit of freshness. So I've got some just coarsely chopped cilantro here that I've chopped up. They had organic cilantro this morning, so that seemed like a really good choice. And then as long as your guests are okay with a little bit of spicy, the red pepper spice blend actually gives you something that tastes very much like sort of a hot and sour Thai soup. Hey, Colin?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like if you were making a Thai soup, you know, you would be building up from the chilies from the bottom, and this is just something you can add from the top, and it works really well.
Just a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. It's one of my favorite. I use it in my cooking a lot. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a sprinkle on the top. You can put that on your table as a condiment because then people can really add it to taste. So if they want it a little bit sweeter and spicier, they can add a bit more. And if they like it a little bit milder, they can just, you know, use a very small amount or have it plain.
See, now I thought you were going to be adding stuff to the actual soup, but this is just after the fact and just before serving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And that's, I mean, you can add it to the soup, but I mean, if you want the option, some people like a bit more spice and a bit more flavor. It's right there, and it's a really simple way of prepping it. It's kind of
Kind
fun
of a fun
to,
soup party.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have all the extras out there and everybody can just
Yeah.
kind of add what they like.
And what type of cuisine is it, Colin, that they do that regularly when we go out in
It's
Vancouver?
the Vietnamese where you go to the stores and they'll have the chilies and the lime on the side for their post soups. That's for sure.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then everybody can kind of add as much as they like, and it becomes a very sort of personal thing. So then I would squeeze just a nice wedge of lime on the top.
I have to tell you, the flavors right now with the cilantro smell, a little bit of sort of the spicy smell, and then that lime. I mean, it smells amazing. Like amazing. I must be really hungry.
Well, Nick, it's totally natural as well. It is just an absolute magic meal mix. But what we do with them is they're homemade. They're what we would make at home for our family. They don't have any fillers. They don't have any additives or preservatives. So you're getting mostly organic ingredients and a really healthy, natural mix that allows you to be a gourmet cook without actually having to take much time.
And things that you can't pronounce, probably not in there. So if you'd like to get a hold of us here on the Midday Desk, you can certainly do that online, cfjctv.com. There's our Facebook group. We're also on Twitter, and you can always give us a shout as well. And of course, Susan's email address there too. Now, taking a quick look at the weather forecast for you, 2 degrees and sunshine in the Caribou tomorrow, and dipping down to about 9 degrees tomorrow night, so fairly cool. In the North Thompson, looking at a high rate around 0, and those flurries are probably going to stay around for much of the day, but not too much accumulation. In the Nicola Valley, again, a little bit of flurry activity with highs right around 4 degrees, so warming up fairly nicely. In the Shuswap, more the same. Not quite as warm, though. 2 degrees is going to be your high tomorrow and dipping down to about -4 overnight. And here in the Kamloops area, looking at a high right around 5 degrees, and like we said again, just a light dusting of snow, and that's what your forecast is looking like. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the Midday Show. We are still cooking up a storm, and I think we're going to sit down and have a lovely lunch. Thanks to Made with Love Delectable Edibles. Thanks so much for coming on the show, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.